Last year's rookie class was one of the best rookie classes we have seen in a minute. We had, of course, the Rookie of the Year, Scottie Barnes, shocking everyone first going number 4 overall when everybody thought it was going to be Jalen Suggs. Then he happened up winning the Rookie of the Year, and he played a major role in the Raptors clinching a high playoff seed. We even seen Evan Mobley come to the organization and basically change the whole organization, turn the Cavs into a winning team. For the longest, man, we haven't won since LeBron, man, and having Evan Mobley here turned us back to a winning team. We also had Darius Garland jumping into superstardom, Jared Allen jumping into being an all-star. But Evan Mobley was a main part of changing our culture and helping us come back to going to the playoffs. We even seen Cade and Jalen Green at the end of the year have amazing scoring streaks. I believe Jalen went on 2 1-week stretches where he was averaging 30, and Cade was just dominating the second half of the year. Then we even seen lower-level guys contribute to winning, like Herb Jones, who played a huge part in that playoff series. Zaire Williams, who played a huge part in the whole year as far as the Memphis Grizzlies' depth. And then we had Jonathan Kuminga, who also played a decent part in the playoffs. In my opinion, the rookie class was very strong, and it was filled with plenty of future stars, but which one of them are going to take the stardom leap in their second year? I'm going to give y'all some rookies who I think are not going to take the stardom leap, but they're going to take huge leaps in their second year. Now, I'm not going to lie. Cade is taking that stardom leap in his second year. Maybe it's just me, but I see Cade having a Luka, Trae Young year to jump. Not so much in the stats because I believe those guys average 29 and 10 in their second year. I don't know if Cade's going to get up to there, but impact-wise, Cade will be there in his second year. I look at Cade like if you just give him something, he'll take you to a point where you're satisfied. In Oklahoma State, that team was trash. But they ended up, I believe, making the Sweet 16 because Cade was just dogging. Cade was him. Last year, the team was terrible, but in the second half of the season, after the All-Star break, they went 10-2 in their last 22 games, mostly because Cade's starting to understand the game more. The game slowed down to him more, and he just started dominating, playing at his own pace, being the Cade that he is. This offseason, the Detroit Pistons front office gave Cade Alec Burks, Nerlens Noel, Jaden Ivey, Jalen Durant, and Marvin Bagley. Those are big names, and those are names that fit around Cade perfectly. I believe Cade can take this team to a high playing spot, maybe the playoffs. This team is stacked, and then you have a star point at that, man. I look at this team, and I look at him as like, they're scary. They're scary. Monte Morris is a great player on a cheap contract, but the Nuggets felt comfortable trading him because they have Bones Highland. This year, Bones Highland will help the Nuggets so much. Bones will allow them to ease back Jamal Murray. You don't need a guy coming off a bad injury coming back to playing a lot of minutes, like 32 minutes every single game. You don't need that, especially when they're trying to contend. Next year, the Nuggets, they want to be there. They want to get back to that Western Conference Finals or maybe even get to the Finals. They want to get back to that. And they're not going to be able to do that. They're going to have to be playing Jamal Murray every single game, 35 minutes per game. They can't do that. But then you have Bones. Bones allows Jamal Murray to rest a lot of games. Me personally, I think Bones Highland is a starting NBA point guard. He's not going to be on that starting NBA point guard because he is on the Nuggets and they have Jamal Murray, but I believe he is capable of being a starting NBA point guard. His passing to me is super underrated. We all know how he is as a scorer and how fearful he is. And I just think he has it all. He has it all. His offensive game, he doesn't really have a flaw like that. Maybe slowing down a little bit can be his flaw, but even that, he doesn't let that stop him. I can see him having a huge year this year. I can see him averaging 16 and 5 this year. That's not big numbers before a guy that's going to be playing a lot of his minutes off the bench and some of his minutes starting. That is great numbers, and he's going to be contributing to winning because that's what they need, and I think they got a perfect player in Bones Highland for next year. Now, after the Cade pick, this one might be my second favorite. Another example of a team trading a good player to free up minutes for an exciting young guy. The Rockets traded Christian Wood so Alperen Sengun can start, and I think Alperen is ready. He will slide into that 5 position right next to Jabari Smith Jr. I'm hoping they run a lineup opening day of Kevin Porter Jr., Jalen Green, Tari Eason, Jabari Smith Jr., Alperen Sengun. That is a fun team, an exciting team to watch. This team is not built around Alperen Sengun, but I feel like they have the perfect team for him. It's a difference. And a lot of these guys are perimeter guys. They get most of their work off the perimeter. You got KPJ, gets most of his work off the perimeter. Jalen Green, Jabari Smith Jr., Josh Christopher, all perimeter guys. Then you have a guy who can be somewhat of a floor general at the 5 position in Alperen Sengun. I just love that for him, man. And that makes the floor completely open for him so he can do his post work, because we all know how crafty he is in the post, how his footwork is just freaking out of this world for a guy his size. I love that for him. And then he's playing with guys who are also good cutters in Jayshawn Tate, Tari Eason, Jalen Green, and he could show his incredible passing skills, because that's one thing about Alperen Sengun. His passing is for big it's up there. It's on, I wouldn't say Jokic, but I would say the Domantas Sabonis level. Like, his passing skills is crazy, and you surround him with guys that can cut, guys that are perimeter guys. That's gonna help him so much. He's gonna have a huge year this year. I can see him averaging 15, 9, and 4 this season, 4 assists at that. Shooting percentages might be low, because we gotta understand, I think he's gonna turn 20 next year. I think he came in at 18. He probably turned 19 already. He's turning 20, so he's still going to be young. So the shooting percentages might still be low, but man, he has it all. As a big, he has it all, man. And I'm excited to see him and his young core take off this year. Now, Moses Moody was one of those guys that showed that he was above Summer League this season. I'm excited for his season, because with the losses of Otto Porter and Gary Payton Jr., he can come in and kind of fill in both of those roles. He showed me in the Summer League that, and some last year, that he is a really good defender. I wouldn't give him that really good. That's kind of OD. I would say he's a good defender, an above average defender. And he also showed me, since Monteverdi, I tried to say something smart right there. I don't know how you say his high school. Monteverdi. I don't know how to say that. But ever since high school, he showed me that he was a knockdown shooter. Now, Otto Porter, knockdown shooter, somewhat of a defender. Gary Payton Jr., elite defender. He can come in and kind of fill in both of those roles, man. His jump is not going to be so much about the box score, so I won't say what I think he's going to average, but his jump is going to be the impact, because they're going to need his impact to be high for them to make a back-to-back championship run. And I believe they can do it. I believe in Moses Moody, man. I think Moses Moody got it. I think he has it. I think he fits like a condom with this Warrior team, man. Now, that's just does it for this video, man. Let me know how y'all think this video went, man. If you think of some other players, name them down in the comments. Or if you want me to do a part 2 for this, I have a couple more players I would like to talk about. They don't want to make the video too long. But that's it, man. Expect to see me again tomorrow. Peace out.